genres go together as well as action games and role-playing games. That mixture of fast-paced combat and epic adventuring has led to some of the best video games ever made from franchises that have managed to stay relevant for 20 or even 30 years straight. Hello citizens of Switch Planet, my name is Cyril Lachelle, and today we're going to be celebrating this incredible genre by counting down the 25 best action RPGs on the Switch. These are the top reviewed games as aggregated by Metacritic. Let's do this. We're going to start out our list by talking about the biggest superheroes in the world. The Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, and the X-Men team up for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order. An intense action RPG that sees your favorite heroes battling Thanos and the Black Order for the Infinity Stones. And with support for up to 4-player adventures, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is also one of the best multiplayer action games on the Switch.
Transfer protocol initiated.
Almost there, team, and I'm headed in hot.
This war won't win itself. Level up.
Bandai Namco's popular monster hunting franchise has finally made the leap to the Switch with God Eater 3. By fusing anime characters with science fiction technology, this endlessly inventive world comes to life like never before. With a deep combat system, involving story, colorful cast of characters, and all kinds of monsters that you can't wait to take down, God Eater 3 is a multiplayer-focused adventure that you'll never get full of. The action-packed prequel to the Darksiders trilogy is ready to take it a hell and back. Darksiders Genesis takes us back in time before the original game and introduces us to the fourth and final horseman of the apocalypse, Strife. Take on demonic bad guys and intense bosses by yourself or with a friend in a brand new co-op mode. See how the carnage starts in the devilishly fun Darksiders Genesis, one of the best action RPGs on the Switch. When it was first released in 2007, The World Ends With You was heralded as one of the very best role-playing games available on the Nintendo DS. Fast forward a decade, and Square Enix's funky genre-mixing adventure is even better on the Switch. With brand new chapters, exclusive 2-player combat, and a remixed soundtrack, this is the definitive version of a modern role-playing masterpiece. But you gotta act fast, because you only have 7 days to save Tokyo. Forget God of War, because this time it's up to a new winged demigod named Fenyx to save the world. Immortals: Fenyx Rising is an epic adventure and open world treat, giving Switch owners a stunning quest filled with all of your favorite mythological beasts, including Medusa and Cyclops. Take to the skies or fight for survival on land in this stylish open-world game with 7 unique regions, each inspired by the Greek gods. Travel to a world full of action and intrigue in Dark Arisen, the enhanced version of Capcom's critically acclaimed role-playing game Dragon's Dogma. Command a squad of brave fighters and use your combat know-how to take down terrifying enemies and save this vast open world from pure evil. With 9 unique vocations and plenty of magic spells to choose from, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen gives you the freedom to play the game as you see fit. This cult classic earns a spot as one of the best action RPGs on the Switch. The Phantom Thieves are back to their tricks in Persona 5 Strikers, an all-new story that continues the adventure and friendship found in Persona 5. With a mixture of role-playing combat and Dynasty Warrior-style action, this much-anticipated spin-off brings a new type of excitement to the long-running franchise. This summer vacation will have you saving hearts, falling in love, and most importantly, catching up with Lady On. Our next game is the critically acclaimed Children of Morta, a multiplayer-focused roguelite with some of the best pixel graphics you'll find on the Switch. Uncover an emotional story that may be set in a fantasy world, but will still apply to just about any time or place. Explore massive dungeons, defeat deadly creatures, and discover a rich world full of history and magic in Children of Morta. An action game with its heart in the right place.
How it shapes you. How it shapes us all. And how little we tend to care about that lately.
Life is what you make it in Selphia, the idyllic fantasy world found in Rune Factory 4 Special. This is a farming adventure where you grow crops, raise monsters, catch fish, craft powerful equipment, cook up tasty treats, and live your best life. On top of the fun, friendship, and thrills, this recently released Switch version comes with a unique newlywed mode that'll allow gamers to play alongside their spouse or significant other. Couple that with the new in-game cutscenes, updated opening sequences, and the new difficulty mode, and it's easy to see why Rune Factory 4 Special is one of the best action RPGs on the Switch. While critics are mixed about the recently released third installment, Torchlight II remains an action RPG favorite and the best of the franchise. This is a fast and fun hack-and-slash dungeon crawler with addictive multiplayer action and way more loot than you'll ever know what to do with. Explore a massive, open, and dynamic world with fully customizable characters, helpful pets, and randomized levels that'll keep you playing for hundreds of hours. Yeah, Torchlight II is that good.
New heroes must stand against him, protect the core, and save the world.
It takes a special kind of game to be so memorable that it inspires a whole new genre. Yeah, I think we can all agree that Dark Souls is that kind of special. This gorgeous remaster of the award-winning original game comes to life on the Switch, which is definitely ironic considering how much you're gonna die in this aggressively unforgiving world. Think you're ready to take on the definitive edition of Dark Souls? Yeah, think again.
If only to deepen despair.
Clinging to his age of fire and in dire fear of humans, and the Dark Lord who would one day be born amongst them. Lord Wind resisted the course of nature.
Few adventure games have the staying power of The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, a game that first debuted a decade ago and has since bounced around to pretty much every console and device that you can think of. This mega-selling role-playing game is the perfect fit on the Switch, where you can explore the massive and awe-inspiring world whenever and however you want. Best of all, the Switch version offers a number of elements that are unique to the system, such as motion controls and both outfits and gear from The Legend of Zelda.
Come on,
The Imperials! Take cover!
It's the escaped prisoners! Damn you.
Inspired by open-world builders like Minecraft, Dragon Quest Builders 2 allows players to construct the fantasy world the way they see fit. Explore the Isle of Awakening with 3 other builders and defend your creations against some of the most iconic monsters and bosses from Dragon Quest's long and storied history. Both critics and fans loved all the updates to the sequel, as well as the way the game seamlessly bounces between world building and role-playing adventures.
Your allies will need to be tough, because all this construction work will attract unwanted attention. So prepare yourself to defend against the coming storm. Protect structures with walls capable of impeding the largest foes. And watch as your allies bravely wield the weapons you've crafted. They may be commoners, but they won't go down without a fight.
Of all the games that we're going to talk about today, Warframe is the only one that is free to play. Choose your high-tech suit, assemble your arsenal, and experience a high-speed, high-stakes free-for-all with fluid parkour action and 18 incredible open worlds to fight in. With an emphasis on katanas, crossbows, and flamethrowers, Warframe is more action than RPG, making it one of the most explosive games on this list. Who knew that becoming a ninja would be this cheap? After turning heads with their award-winning debut, Supergiant Games followed up Bastion with the equally acclaimed Transistor. A mix of genres and clever ideas, this science fiction-themed action RPG sends you into a vibrant, hand-painted world where you'll need to think ahead in order to survive. Wield extraordinary weapons, explore the atmospheric cyberpunk world, and unravel the mysteries of Transistor, one of the best reviewed adventure games available on the Switch. One of the most influential hack-and-slash dungeon crawlers of all time has come to the Switch with all of its guts and glory. Diablo III Eternal Collection sends players deep into the pits of hell to take on countless enemies, survive massive bosses, and collect all that sweet, sweet loot. The Switch version includes Zelda-related weapons and armor and pets, as well as a unique pair of cosmetic wings. Assemble the perfect team and defy the darkness in Diablo III, one of the best multiplayer adventure games on the Switch.
Noobs.
That is not possible.
An intoxicating mix of The Legend of Zelda and Diablo, Hyper Light Drifter is one of the most stylish games that you'll find on the Switch. The stunning pixel graphics run at a silky smooth 60 frames per second, giving this game a look that you won't find anywhere else. Get lost in a world that is every bit as beautiful as it is vast, sending us on an epic quest to find a cure for a deadly disease. Best of all, the Switch port features a treasure trove of exclusives, including secret new outfits, a series of tower climb challenges, new abilities, and a whole lot more. Hyper Light Drifter is one of the few games that gets retro right. This list is filled with colorful characters hunting monsters. But when it comes down to it, there's only one monster hunter that matters. Taking everything that fans loved about the previous games and building on the concept in new and original ways, Capcom has created the biggest and most robust Monster Hunter game yet. From the lush ecosystem, to the majestic monsters, to the endlessly addictive online multiplayer mode, there's a reason why this long-running franchise has earned such a loyal fan base. Go solo or team up with friends and discover why Monster Hunter Rise is not only one of the best-selling action RPGs on the Switch, but also one of the best reviewed. Although you can also pick up the long-awaited sequel, I think it's fair to say that both critics and fans preferred the original Xenoblade Chronicles. This definitive edition features everything that players loved about the 2010 Wii game, as well as enhanced graphics, improved gameplay, more than 90 remixed and remastered songs, and a brand new epilogue that takes place a year after the main story and delves deeper into the mysteries and relationships. This really is the definitive version of one of Nintendo's best action RPGs. The hype is real. Bastion is a triumph of storytelling and world building, setting unfair and unrealistic expectations on all the other action RPGs that come your way. This is one of those rare games that understands pacing and knows that it's going to need to keep throwing new things at you to keep things fresh. It may be a decade old, but few games have been able to top the storytelling and creativity found in Bastion. No matter if you've never played it before or have memorized the reactive narration, Bastion is a must-own on the Switch.
In case the gods ain't dead. The Calamity gave us something else. A story. That may not sound like much. Well.
Once again, we have another list topped by The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I mean, was there any doubt that this would show up as the best action RPG on the Switch? This award-winning launch game not only set a high watermark for the long-running franchise, but also forever changed the way we look at the adventure game genre. With a massive and diverse world to explore and an iconic design that's going to be copied for years to come, Breath of the Wild is everything that fans have been wanting from the Legend of Zelda franchise. Yeah, listening to the audience paid off because this instant classic earned a staggering 97% on Metacritic, easily making it one of the most celebrated games of all time and the single best action RPG on the Switch. Will the upcoming sequel be able to top it? Well, I guess only time will tell.
Okay everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you liked that video, please leave a like and subscribe, and ring the bell if you want to get notified when we release new content. We hope to see you in the next video.